guys to another video. I know it's been a long time since you guys have seen my face around here, but this is going to be part 2 of my BC Rich Beast that I acquired a couple months ago. Basically what that is in a nutshell, it's a project guitar that I was able to pick up for a really good price. And this video I'm going to show you guys all the hardware and you know, the components, this and that I'm going to be putting on the guitar. So I'm going to start with, I just wanted to, it was routed for a Floyd Rose. It had a halfway decent Floyd on it, but it had really gaudy, you know, chrome hardware, and I just don't want anything chrome. Like the way I want this guitar is the way I pictured it back in the early 2000s when I first got my eyes on one, and just completely blacked out. So that's going to be the look that I'm going for. So what I decided to do was I didn't want to get a original Floyd because they're like almost like $500 brand new now, and I mean, you guys that have been coming to the channel on a regular basis know that I'm not a solo guy, and then if I need to add a guitar solo to some of my work, I'll just grab another guitar and go ahead and do that. But yeah, for the most part, I've grown up on Floyd Roses. I know how they feel and how they respond. They're not really any extra pain in the ass as far as changing strings and this and that. So I never had a problem with them, and you know, I kind of just stick with what I know. But since it is routed with a Floyd, I decided to just go with the next best thing, which is this is the Godot Floyd 1996, and these were, I got this about 140 bucks out the door, so it was a no-brainer for me. Unfortunately, it does not come with the locking nut, so I had to order that separately, and just stuck with the same brand. Because that's another thing, if you want to order one from Floyd, oh my god, the price is just stupid. I think that these are like over $100 just for this. Like that's absurd in my opinion. You know, this little piece of steel here should not be costing any of us over $100 freaking dollars. So this one was about 30 bucks, and it'll do the job just fine. They're all pretty much the same size. This was another thing I had to get for my pickups. So the guitar originally had a set of Seymour Duncan JBs on it, of course passives. So I always liked the way they looked with active pickups, just, you know, tried and true EMGs. EMGs, you know, like before I got back into full-blown back into music and everything, my buddy back in the day when I was younger got me turned on to the EMGs, and at the time those were really the only active pickups out there. So I grown to, you know, be accustomed to how they behave, how they sound and everything. Never had a problem with them, and got something to actually go with these, which will be in this video. Finally arrived. Took a little while, but I got it. So this is my 85. I just wanted to go 81, 85, you know, nice and simple. So this is the 7-string version, of course. And then I got the 81. I was contemplating too, I was kicking it around for a little bit. I'm like, man, do I want to, because I really like the Seymour Duncan Retribution pickup that I have in my saw guitar. And I was almost gonna pull the trigger on just getting a set of those, but you know, all my recordings, everything that I've done with these active EMGs, they always just do the overall best job for me. And in the past, a couple BC Rich USA models that have had those kinds of pickups in there, never let me down. I always really enjoyed the way they played, the way they responded, everything. So I just decided to just keep it simple and get a set of 80, you know, 81, 85. So to go with that, I gotta be careful. I freaking hurt my bicep tendon last night playing top golf. Don't ever, if you're a bodybuilder, don't try to go have any fun outside of the gym. You'll just hurt yourself. So this is the 24-volt mod. I did not know a damn thing about this until when I happened to be, you know, the phone's always listening to us. When I was searching around, just doing a little pickup shopping, trying to kick it around and think about what I wanted to do, what I wanted to put in the guitar. And I came across this, so I pulled up a couple videos and, you know, tried to just use my ears the best I could and see if there was actually a difference in the way they sound, the way they behave and everything. And I definitely noticed a difference. Less clipping or no clipping whatsoever when you're playing, a lot more clarity, a lot more just overall headroom to get out of your pickups. The actual unit itself too, a little bit smaller than a 9-volt battery. I know when these first came out, I can remember in the pictures, they were a little bit bigger than this, so they have downsized. So it just comes with these 23A batteries. I think you pretty much pick these up anywhere, but I decided to get the ones, you can get this with or without the battery. So of course I wanted to just have it come with it, so that's one less stop at a store or anything for anything extra. And then here's the mod right here. So it's yep, it's just a tad smaller than the overall size of a 9-volt battery. So that'd be interesting to give that a try and see how much more headroom, how much more girth, balls, clarity, everything that I get out of the EMG. So definitely looking forward to that. And then almost last but not least, just got some standard dome knobs. I still might do it in the future, depending, because it's something real simple that I can just change. Just went with standard dome knobs, nothing really fancy about these, nothing special. I thought about putting some skull knobs on there in the future. We'll see. But last but not least, so I wanted to go with an Imperial style tuner. I always thought these looked really cool on a Beast headstock, which is, you guys will see in the pictures and or in the video if you guys decide to go check it out. It's got a Beast headstock on it, and I just like the style, what I've seen in pictures, how this looks on a Beast headstock, so I decided I wanted to go with these. First of all, like, originally all I had was going with the Grover style, and they were a little bit pricier. I think they were closer to like $100 for a set of 6, and unfortunately I do have to order an extra one, but I can't get an individual, just one tuner to go with it to make it 7, so I had to order two sets. So I decided to go with these are Wilkinson brand, and based on the little bit of research that I was doing with these, how they compare with the Grovers is apparently when you start getting into the smaller diameter treble side of your strings, you might have a little bit of problem, like if there's a little bit of what do you call it? A little bit of the QC gets a little skimped out on the holes where you're putting your strings through, and there might be a little bit of excess, like roughness of burrs or something like that in there. So just you take a second and just kind of clean them out with some sandpaper or whatever, and that should solve the problem. So we'll find out if I end up having any of those issues, but not everybody had that issue, but it is a possibility. It was just something to be take note of. But it saved me a good chunk of money. I mean, both of these were just under $60 to get 12 of them, so I got some spares. Also, if I want to keep them or decide to get another set for another one of my BC Riches, or just go ahead and sell them. But I think that's going to do it for the components. Yeah, that's everything that I got. So I'll just keep doing my best to keep getting that motivation. Actually, what I did recently too is I kind of went back to my old ways. I took my amp, this is my recording room I usually do everything in, and just for some reason, for the past couple of years that I've had everything in here, when I try to go into that frame of mind to practice, play, and what have you, I never feel motivated to come in this small room and dish out anything. So I was just kind of, one day I just had this thought. I'm like, well, what if I take one of my rigs and I put it back out in the living room like old times, how I always would just jam out my living room, and that made all the difference in the world. I mean, when I come home from work, I come home from the gym, I'll sit there and I'll practice for hours, and it's been going good. I've played a lot more this past week and a half than I've played in probably the past 3 or 4 years since I brought all my shit in here. Right. Tissue paper. Oh, a gift to me. Mm-hmm. And what's the gift? Got the crispy treats. Yeah, of course, I gotta look at the facts.
How many carbs you get in there?
They won't matter for how many I eat. Right?
Put your macros.
Yeah, and then the main courses. Box 6, box 7, so 2 more added to the ones that I bought that were on sale. I can't help it when I go into the store and of course they're on sale. I just wanted one box, for during prejudging, rather than just take a 2-pack, and then they're all gonna be, you buy 5 and then they're $2.79 a piece. So of course, what do I gotta do? I gotta buy fucking 5 boxes.
Get 5.
Girls got 80 Pop-Tarts.
Oh shit. That's awesome. Ooh.